Hello. Y yo, estamos live. Es el día 3 leyendo The Mindf Series. Estamos muy cansadas. Y yo, estamos muy cansadas. Solo yo estoy hecha mierda. Estamos esperando a Meli, que está atrasando. Vamos a ver si ha puesto algo. No ha puesto nada.
No he visto.
No ha puesto nada.
Y ya son las 7:28.
Es que me lo hizo. Dice que la mamá le pidió hacer algo, no sé qué. Pero bueno, estábamos hablando de que cuánto iremos a durar leyendo todo esto. La verdad no sé. Yo pienso que como ahorita que Nina ya no va por los lunes, pues podemos valorar si lo pasamos a los martes.
Sí, me
Y
parece.
a ver, sí, yo creo que va a haber un martes que no voy a poder.
Lo pasamos al lunes, el que no pueda. Seamos flexibles.
Sí. Entonces sí, como
Defi-
ir viendo ahí cada día y así. Y ya cuando la entres al curso, de ahí vemos qué días vas a tener clases.
Solo lunes.
Ah,
Uf.
bueno,
Son
entonces 40
Ah,
clases.
4 horas.
Ah, yo
uy,
entendí 40.
¿era lo de portugués?
No, es Power BI.
Ah, Power BI. Muy bien. Muy visionaria.
Sí.
Ahora me salió un TikTok que el jefe le decía como, hágame no sé qué en Power BI, no sé qué, no sé cuánto. Y el man,
Yo lo
claro que
vi.
sí. Y el man empieza a buscar en Google qué es Power BI.
Sí, yo lo vi.
Me dio demasiada risa. Sí soy.
Sí, a mí también lo voy a compartir, pero
Y vos, tengo mucha gente en el
yo no.
trabajo. Mejor que no lo vean.
Sí, exacto. Yo,
Ay.
amigas, vean nosotros.
¿Qué es el reloj?
¿Qué?
Me sonó la alarma en el reloj y creo que le di al snooze en vez del dismiss.
¿Y alarma de qué?
¿Cuál tenemos?
Es que me estoy estrenando el reloj.
Sí, ahí vi.
Ah, yo no he visto. A ver.
¿Cuál tenés?
¿Cuál es?
Está incómodo.
Ajá, claro.
Voy.
Es
Ay,
un Garmin.
tiene eso
Es.
que no es un Garmin, es un Coros.
¿En serio? Se parece un montón a un Garmin, pero no sé cuál.
Sí, es que el mío estaba malo y entonces al final decidí moverme a Coros. Me gustó las cositas que tenía y los mapitas. Y que era más barato.
Wow.
Bueno, eso es
Pero lo
otra cosa.
mandaste a traer.
Ah,
Lo mandaste a traer.
sí, lo mandé a traer con Speedy y como no pesa nada,
Ay,
entonces fue el
súper.
mínimo.
Bueno, súper bien.
Ya como, en serio, tengo que dejar de comprar cosas. Le compré uno a mi papá también.
Wow.
Sí. Y así fue. Llevo como 2 meses de estar comprando loca cosas y ya en este
Ya,
punto
güey.
en serio no sé qué voy a comer.
Ay, Meli. Meli.
Ay, Meli.
Es que le estaba poniendo a Meli un mensaje para ver a qué hora se va a conectar. Y yo, ay, Meli. Es como el día que
Ay,
Nina me
Meli.
estaba hablando y estaba mandando un mensaje y mandaste lo que me estabas diciendo. No sé si fue el día en mi casa o cuándo fue.
Y yo estaba hablando con Ali y y estaba riendo por algo y le mandé a Ker la risa y fue como un comentario que no era de reírse para nada. Así todo serio. Y yo,
Eso me
Mae, es
pasa en
que
plan. Lo
es que
de
es muy
estarme
cierto.
riendo como en vivo y,
ajá,
y
y
poner por
escribir
jajaja, sí,
y después como, ¿por qué se ríe?
exacto.
Yo creo que a mí me pasa mucho eso. De hecho, ahora vi un mensaje que mandé al grupo y yo como, ¿por qué puse? O sea, no era un tema gracioso yo. En fin.
Sí, es como,
Ay, madre, qué risa. Le puse a Meli, ¿qué te falta? Y me pone morirme. Ay, no.
Qué bueno que le falta.
Ay, Dios.
Sería un poco triste que no le faltara.
Ay, ay, ay. ¿En qué? ¿En qué terminaba el capítulo 11, Nina? Recuérdanos, porque...
El capítulo 11 termina en Logan pidiéndole consejo a Lara sobre el caso de unas violaciones de mujeres.
Ah,
Ella le hace todo el perfil del mae y le dice, sí, el mae tiene que saber mucho de productos de limpieza, que no sé qué y no sé cuánto. Y entonces él dice, ok,
ajá, ajá.
a la oficina.
Una.
Oh,
Escucho una voz.
Sí, ahí está Melqui.
Eh, Mae, sí, cierto, Nina. Habíamos quedado en ese capítulo y estuvimos discutiendo de
ajá.
que ese perfil que ella hizo es el, o sea, Lizzie y Meli dicen que es el perfil de ella, digamos, del caso de ella. Pero yo entendí que es otro caso,
Sí, es otro
No,
caso.
¿verdad?
es ella.
No no porque son mujeres muertas. Ella no está matando mujeres.
Es que eso es lo que digo yo.
Es que el
Pero
caso,
yo creo que por eso se llama The Mindfuck Series. Porque todo el mundo está confundido leyendo.
Es
o
que
sea,
al principio decía que a ella le decían, ¿cómo es que le dicen?
The Boogeyman,
Pero es a
Ajá.
ella que le decían así.
pero cuando es, sí, o sea, yo tengo
Ah, entonces sí.
eso del nombre, pero
Lau, ¿vos qué
después,
decías?
Ya vengo.
ok,
Perdón, ¿dónde está eso?
Es que no me acuerdo si cuando leímos este capítulo estabas o ya te había sido.
creo que las dos nos habíamos ido. ¿Vos leíste el último capítulo, Lau?
No, quedamos, pero no nos vemos al mismo tiempo.
Nosotras, sí, pero yo ahora, mientras ustedes venían, yo me
Pero,
tragué el capítulo.
¿por cuál quedaste, Lau?
El 12.
Ah, no,
O sea, empezar el 12.
Ok,
entonces
entonces
está
sí.
bien. Entonces sí te
Es que,
fuiste con nosotras, con
No, no, no,
o
yo sí me
leíste después.
quedé.
Ah, sí te quedaste. Ya no me acuerdo, mae. Es una semana, what the fuck.
Se quedó. Yo tampoco. Bueno, la verdad es que no me acuerdo qué pasó. Y yo,
Ay, no.
ay, no.
¿ves?
Chiquillas,
Dice,
vamos, no estamos tan viejas para que se nos esté olvidando todo.
Ya es mierda, mae.
vieja.
Ay, Nina.
Mira,
Y, y yo me
mira,
acordé, y yo me acordaba a estos
güey,
reels
ya
del
estamos
mae de
estudiando.
Weinstein.
¿Ah?
Ya
¿Ah?
estamos estudiando.
Sí.
Sí.
Ah, ya. Ah, yo.
Sí, ya
¿Ah?
estamos al stream.
Ay, yo no abrí el chat del stream.
Hola, fans.
¡Oli!
Hello.
A ver, tengo el audio de Quicksilver abierto. Vamos a ver.
Meli,
¿Hay alguien
estábamos
viendo?
hablando.
Vamos a hablar.
Ay, sí, hay
¿Ah?
alguien. Hola,
Qué
alguien.
miedo. Y
Meli,
es
estábamos. No sé. Meli, estábamos hablando que si a partir de la otra semana puedes, los martes.
a partir de la próxima semana. No.
Cancelada, Nina.
¿Por qué?
Está bien, no, no, todo bien, todo
Nina,
bien.
Nina nos va a abandonar porque se comprometió con la iglesia a algo de los lunes. Pero
Ah,
¿sabes qué? Nosotros estábamos primero. No sé, pero bueno.
En realidad no. Pero,
actos.
Pero
pero
no te
no voy a
habían dado
entrar ahí.
fecha.
Mm.
No, pero ya
Pero
me he
bueno.
inscrito.
¿Y
Pero
saben
igual voy
qué?
a seguir leyendo. O sea, igual puedo seguir leyendo los lunes. Solo no me puedo meter al chat.
¿Y a qué hora vuelves de eso?
Es de 7 a 9. Y es presencial.
Meli, vos del todo no puedes los martes.
Mm,
Tienes que ir al gym.
¿Sabes qué? Es que yo los martes me voy a la oficina
Ah,
y, y llego tarde porque me quedo a clases de baile.
ay, no, todo bien.
Y pues,
Podría los miércoles,
yo no puedo.
Qué duro.
viernes,
Yo
No.
no puedo.
Ni
Yo,
viernes, ni sábado, ni domingo.
Ah,
Bueno, ahí
mm,
vemos después.
si no, yo me veo qué hago.
Ahí hacemos después una
Voy a
votación.
resolver.
No worries.
mira,
Ujú, te quiero.
Ya
Y
se
se
pagué
fue.
fue.
clases de baile los
Ah, ya volvió.
lunes. ¿Escucharon lo que dije?
No,
Algo
porque
de
se pegó.
clases de baile.
Págueme las clases de baile los lunes
¿Por qué?
y yo me quedo en la casa los martes.
¿Y por qué no puedes ir cambiarlo?
Ah,
¿O porque hay que pagar más los lunes? Ok.
Porque los martes yo voy gratis en el trabajo.
ah,
Ah.
y los lunes no hay gratis.
No.
ey, qué bueno que sea gratis.
Ah,
Qué bueno que sea gratis. Es un
ujú.
nice perk.
Y los pilates también son
¿Qué estás
gratis.
comiendo? Se ve demasiado rico.
Y un sándwich.
Oh, qué rico el chocolate.
Voy a traer agua.
¿Qué capítulo hemos quedado?
Vamos a empezar el 12.
Ok.
Yes. Pero entonces, el caso del
Yo
boogeyman
dividí,
sí es el
yo
de ella.
dividí los libros.
Ay, yo ni sé, eso se
¿Qué?
me olvidó. Que si entonces el caso del boogeyman es el de ella.
Sí,
No, porque yo retrocedí hasta el inicio, en donde él le pide la opinión. Y ella dice, my opinion is that guy is sick. Woman being raped and left to bleed out slowly by multiple stab wounds is vicious, etc. O sea, está matando doñas.
Es que
O
eso es
sea,
lo que entendí yo. Pero
las está
Liz y
violando.
Meli decían que no, que es que ella lo está engañando. Y yo, pero ¿de dónde se sacan los cuerpos de
No,
las
porque ella es
mujeres?
de las mujeres, eso.
Yo siento que ella piensa que las fotos son de cuerpos de mujeres.
Mm.
No
Vamos a ver.
sabemos cómo son las fotos. Pueden ser como close-ups de las heridas, nada más.
No, porque
Mm.
recuerde que también
O sea,
ella
como que
se
ella
pone
nada más está diciendo.
el lugar de que está súper limpio, todo, o sea, en donde quedaron los cuerpos. Tienen que haber fotos de los cuerpos ahí, creo yo.
sí, yo entiendo eso, que ya había visto fotos. Yo entiendo eso, que ya había visto fotos.
Ujú. O sea, que él dejó las fotos ahí en la mesa.
Ajá, en el caso, ajá.
Bueno, ya veremos adelante quién tiene la razón. ¿O no? Pero bueno, leamos, porque si no vamos a leer como 2 capítulos hoy. No, yo creo que hoy por lo menos tal vez podemos intentar terminar el primer libro. The rest
¿Cuántos faltan?
son 5
Es que,
libros.
no, ¿cuántos capítulos del primero?
Ah,
No les escucho.
¿Tres?
Aló, aló.
Son 13 capítulos.
16.
16 capítulos.
Yes.
Ya, yo
Aló,
creo que vamos
aló.
a terminarlo hoy. ¡Ah! Vamos a terminarlo hoy.
¿Será?
Aló.
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 Isa.
Aló. ¿Ya nos oye? Aló, 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 aló. ¡Ah!
Voy a salirme.
Y la...
Y yo,
Ay, my.
Meli, a ver, por favor, enfocadas. Ya me pinté todas las uñas.
Creo que Meli no tenía el contexto.
Disculpen.
Y ahora sí nos
Me dio
oís.
tiempo. Meli, me dio tiempo de pintarme todas las uñas en tu ausencia.
O sea, Meli,
Desde tu ausencia inicial.
o sea, que imagínate lo que te está
Disculpen.
diciendo Lau.
Ujú.
Pero bueno, sí,
Exacto.
leamos, porque si no, no vamos a terminar, porque yo me estoy durmiendo.
Terminemos el libro hoy. Hoy es el día.
¿Quién empieza?
Bueno,
¿Quién empieza?
yo empiezo. Pero Meli, ahí necesito tu ayuda.
Chapter 12.
We have to do the best we can. This is our sacred human responsibility. Albert Einstein. Lana. I won't lie and say it's not hypocritical to hope he catches the psycho who raped and killed all these women. It's hypocritical because I'm also hoping he never catches me for torturing and killing a string of men. ¿Ves? ¿Ves? Ya nos dieron la razón.
resumí.
Easy. But it also feels good to listen to him and Ay, como eco, no sé. Voy a hablar más bajito. But it also feels good to listen to him animatedly tell someone this amazing new lead. I'm worried and shocked when he tells Hattie it's me who inspired this new lead. He shouldn't tell them he let his girl give him that info on a case I was never supposed to see. Maybe the fact that he called me his anything has the butterflies stirring. It's definitely something. The fact he sounds proud of me also makes me feel good. That word again. My phone rings as he continues to talk to someone else, and I head outside to answer it when I see it's Jake. My eyes stay on the window, keeping up with Logan. Hey, any luck? Lots of luck. I hate rushing this date the way we're going to, but I'm going to help you on this. My eyebrows go up in surprise. Like in person? You're going to do this too?
Tengo una hipótesis.
¿Qué?
¿Y si es Jake el que está matando a las doñas?
Ay, cállese. Cállese, Nina. Me da algo,
Dios
mae.
Yo digo que es Jake.
No, hombre.
Ahora ya quieren matar con ella.
A ver, vamos a seguir leyendo, pero... Ay, no,
Aquí
mae,
la voy.
Se estaba matando y ahora quiere ayudarla.
me muero. Ay, me muero. Just this one
No.
said only for the
No,
securing
espere,
part.
espérese.
¿Qué?
Espere. Pero Nina está diciendo que es Jake el que está matando las mujeres.
Sí, es una hipótesis sin pruebas. No tengo pruebas,
Yo creí
tengo dudas.
Yo creí que estaba diciendo que el mae, el del FBI, era el que estaba matando.
No, ese es Logan. No, Logan no, Logan.
Bueno,
Logan
podría
es-
ser el otro mae del FBI.
Ah, Craig, también lo pensé mientras venía a empezar hoy, pero
Sí, porque se me odian las mujeres.
yo creo que es Jake.
Son misóginos.
Ah, no puede ser Jake.
¿Por qué no?
Ah, no puede ser, bueno, no sé,
¿Por qué?
porque estaba pensando, no puede ser Jake porque es gay, pero tal vez el mae no es gay y es bi.
¿Es gay?
Sí, porque él andaba con el hermano de Lara.
Sí, es cierto.
Lo descubrimos la vez pasada.
Shut up, la verdad. En fin. Espero que no sea Jake porque si no me da algo. Bueno, no, you can't. You threw up when I tried to give you details, Jake. You have no idea how much I wish I had your ability to kill without hesitance, he says quietly, an edge to his tone. But you don't, I remind him, still watching to make sure Logan can't overhear me. Doesn't matter, I can't risk you taking on something like this alone. I can talk about this right now, I say on almost a whisper when I see Logan hanging up his phone and running a hand through his hair. Shit, you're with him? That's still a discussion we need to have. I moved my murder room in that secret room you built me years ago. You think that's enough to keep a profiler from figuring out you're slowly killing off a list of people? He asks dryly. I heave out a heavy breath as I continue to watch Logan through the window. He looks around, then moves to grab a glass. You know how it's easy for me to do what I do? Because of what they did to you. To you too. Because perdón, me cago paso. Because of what they did to you too, he says, his voice barely above a broken whisper. No, Jake, it's because there's nothing but hatred inside of me that's been driving me since I was able to do something other than curl in a corner in fear of them finding me again. I never thought anything else would drive me. I thought after this was over, I had nothing to look forward to after I killed them all. Now there's hope. I never realized
Oh,
the power of hope until he suddenly appeared in my life, as though the universe was giving me a gift at the wrong time. Pero mi compa está pero pepía. Ahí vean a Lily.
Logan también. Listo.
He exhales harshly, and I sag backwards a little. I'm glad to hear you have hope, Lana. Really, I am. Just couldn't you have found it with someone who couldn't toss your ass in prison? Legal. His tone ends on a joking note, but the seriousness of the situation is still present. We'll cross that we'll cross that bridge when we have to. Trust me to be cautious. If anything ever feels off, if he ever asks you questions, just listen to the questions he asks you. You know what to look for. Promise me you'll get the hell out of there if that ever happens. Promise, I tell him, grinning. You're going to make me go bald with worry, he groans as I start walking back inside. I'll call you later. As I hang up and make it back to where Logan is in just a pair of boxers and working diligently on making some type of drink in the blender, I lean against the island, soaking in the sight of him. He turns and catches me ogling him, and he waggles his eyebrows. Do you have to leave? I ask him, desperately trying to keep any neediness out of my tone. Not tonight, possibly tomorrow, but not tonight. I smile, even though it's masking a certain level of disappointment. I wanted at least 2 days, but I'll take what I can get, since it's more than I thought this cruel life will ever allow me to have. Puta que sad. You're incredible,
Migajera,
you know.
la digo.
Legal. You're incredible, you know, he asks, coming closer. The blender gets forgotten as he reaches me, and I tilt my head back, giving him access just as he bends forward and kisses me long and hard and deep. And there aren't enough words to explain how each kiss gets closer to touching my soul. Oh my god. I almost think it can knock away some of the blackness there, maybe even spread around some light. His arms come around me, pinning me to him as he lifts me, giving him a better angle on my mouth instead of having to bend over so far. The guy is just too tall and I'm just too short. I grin against his lips as my legs come up to wrap around his waist. The only reason I break the kiss is to absorb some of the normalcy of the situation, revel in each second of it. So we've made it to the level where you just walk around in your boxers in front of me? He winks while sliding me onto the countertop, and I frown as I release him with my legs as he backs away. When he turns around to put his back to me, I take notice of some scars I never noticed the last time I had him naked. ¿Quién quiere continuar?
Di yo si quieren.
Dale.
Uy.
Okay, had him naked. What are these? I asked before I think about it. My fingers immediately dart out to touch one semicircular scar near his shoulder, and I grimace. I hate for people to touch my scars, and I'm here touching his. He doesn't flinch away the way I do as my fingers skims over the marred surface. A bullet did that 2 years ago. Just barely missed the damn vest. Half an inch over and I'd have a bruise instead of having a bullet removed. A rookie cleared the scene and missed a guy who had a gun, hiding in a closet. He shot through the door, and I was one of the ones hit. Another scar is jagged and long, moving from his other shoulder blade to his spine. When my fingers skate across it, he backs into my touch. I wish I could let him touch me. Maybe he could pull away the painful memories laced inside the scar tissue. That one's from a knife. That answer has me swallowing down a painful knot. It was when I was fresh in the field and a guy I was arresting had a friend that came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere. He caught me. He caught me off guard. They don't get to you when you can see them coming. They only get to you when you can see them coming, I said quietly, feeling a twinge of pride, because you're too strong for them. He chuckles while turning back around. My breath hitches when he grabs my hips and jerks me against him, standing firmly between my legs as all our best parts line up. I like that you think that way, he says, grinning as he toys with the hem of my shorts. I run my hands over the muscles of his arms. He flexes on purpose, and I roll my eyes playfully while looking back into his eyes. You're strong. You're intimidating. People don't see you as weak, so they strike you when you're most vulnerable. The guy, uy, es la que va a ser ella, mae. The guy shooting from the closet was shooting blindly, he points out. So you're not big and strong? I ask, then bursting out a laugh when he lifts me up and starts walking with me. You're strong enough to handle you, quips. Then slaps my ass with one hand. I bet I could take you, I say jokingly, but wondering if I really could or not. I let you show me your fighting skills later, he says before kissing me again and moving toward a room. I decide I don't want to know if I can take him or not. I just want to pretend like I'm a normal girl with a normal guy in our normal relationship for one night. The sun is creeping up, and I've laughed so much my sides hurt. Neither of us has slept. We've eaten a couple of times, had a lot of sex, and laughed more than I've ever laughed. But sleep hasn't been high on the list of priorities. I think we're both afraid to close our eyes and lose this fleeting moment of perfection. I know I'm sprawled across the couch as he tells me about his very happy childhood that isn't filled with dark memories. My eyes flitter around the room, taking in all the pictures of his alleged family he only speaks about in the past tense. So what happened? Or is that none of my business? I ask him, lifting my head to peer at him. His smile slowly falls, and I hate myself for asking. Never mind, I shouldn't have. It's okay, Lara. Stop apologizing for everything to get to know me. For trying to get to know me. He says, grinning again. He brushes my hair away from my face before resting his hand on my shoulder. I like you wanting to know more about me than my condom preferences. I snort. Actually, snort. Kill me now. It just makes him laugh more. Again. Shaking my head, I shrunk. I know I can't seem to tell you much about my past, so it's not fair for me to ask about yours. I say on a sad side, killing the light moment again. His face grows serious, and his hands start running up and down my back as I lay my head down on his chest. Tell me what you want to when you're ready, he finally says. He's in the top of my head. I get that not all pasts are easy as mine, as easy as mine. Perdón, es que me acabo de dar cuenta que me eché toda la pijama de lado.
No.
En fin.
Ciao. Anyways, as for my parents, my mom got a little wild in her mid-30s, and she divorced a good man in pursuit of wild sex and rich men. Things were fine until then. I never actually knew my real dad, other than knowing he was in the military. He sent a few pictures to me with letters as though I wanted to see his face. My stepdad was always my true father, in my opinion. He came into the picture when I was 2 and raised me like his own. I run my fingers along his chest. Any exes I should be worried about? Ay, no, qué horror. ¿Qué le pregunté a las exes?
Legal. El
Porque tiene
maíz sincerándose con la familia, la vara
Sí.
¿Y la mae, sus
sus
exes?
exes.
todos los nombres. ¿Cómo?
Dice, he strangles on air before laughing. No, not at all. All the relationships have ended on really bad terms. I sort of suck at being a boyfriend since I'm married to my job. He groans while running his hands through my hair, and I lift my head staring into his eyes. Just don't let me fuck this up. Please, I kinda like you. He says, smirking at me. Gah, all I do is grin like an idiot no matter what he says. I kinda like you too. He thumbs my lower lip, settling in more comfortably while putting me over on top of him completely. Despite the firm body, he's surprisingly comfortable. What about you? Any exes I should worry about? He asks, staring my face. He studies all my expressions. Fortunately, I've trained against him. I had against that. But this is one question I can answer honestly. I've only ever had one truly serious relationship, and I would rather set him on fire than speak to him ever again. Other than that, nothing
Te lo creo.
serious since then. And that was over 10 years ago.
Literal.
O sea, uno de
Aló,
los maes, fijo.
de
Sí,
fijo.
el que va a ser el último. Digo
El
yo.
Lawrence o algo así creo que era.
No, yo no creo que sea Lawrence. Es que hay uno que.
Lawrence ahorita lo va a matar junto con el otro
Sí,
man.
Ah,
Lawrence,
cierto, cierto,
el
cierto.
próximo.
Ay, ya no me acuerdo nada.
Mi madre.
Ya dijo,
Literal.
Olvidar.
empecé. La man se metió
Quicksilver.
demasiado en Quicksilver.
Estoy enfocada.
Ahorita solo sé Kingfisher. Y ya.
Amamos a Kingfisher.
Bueno, continuamos.
Y yo, cambiemos de libro.
Y yo,
Yo,
ok. Aquí está.
Okay, dice, and that was over 10 years ago. The rest have been experiments. Okay, I need to shut my mouth because I'm talking too much. Experiments, yes. Reminding me to learn when to stop. Wrong word. Hopeless and pointless attempts at having something. Then learning not no spark was there. Good recovery, Lana. There's a spark here, he says reverently, still running his hands over my back. Smiling, I nod. There's definitely a spark. He pulls me forward, running his lips along mine. Just as I decide to deepen the kiss, he gets a call. Cursing, he snatches his phone from the floor. It stayed in whatever room we've been all night. Bennett here. The phone is so loud that I hear the woman on the other end. Hey, we have a list of people to look into, but a couple of guys stopped. There was one custodial service outsourced to all departments building. While we looked into them, we dismissed them quickly. When I called them, I asked for a list of all payroll employees. I reminded them they were heading a federal investigation if they didn't also include the occasional under-the-table jigs. The list miraculously got a lot longer. The names have priors that make these guys look good for it. So I might have been right. Well, we'll meet up in 2 hours and make a trip out to Boston. Bring all the names to that list and we'll go through them on the flight over. And that's all the time we have. I can see by the look in his eyes that he hates this too. He covers the mouth of the phone as the girl curses for him being too good at his job. If I get him, we'll have more time together for a little while, he says,
Yeah, right.
frowning as he studies my face. Apparently, mae, sí, entonces era otro caso.
O sea, el mae literal acaba de resolver un caso. Supuestamente por eso iba a tener tiempo libre y ya va a ir a resolver otro. Y dice que por eso va a tener tiempo. Mae, ahí,
Iba
por
a
eso
decir,
yo,
si hubieras
yo,
fijado, que
dale.
son 2 días, nada más, otras muertes.
O sea, obviamente en este caso lo entiendo, pero, o sea, yo no podría. Qué pereza. Qué pereza. ¿Qué le vamos a hacer?
Cancelado.
Pobrecito, es el trabajo de él. Está haciendo
Y
algo bueno por la
pobrecito,
humanidad.
esos viajecitos nada que ver.
Esos de resolver cosas para la humanidad, nada que ver.
Dice, apparently I'm really a disappointment, so I mask my expression and curl into him, kissing his jaw. Go catch more bad guys. The girl on the other end goes silent. Logan presses his lips to my forehead and I soak in his scent one last time before he's gone. Last time was a brief trip. Maybe I'll get lucky and things will go that smooth again. You with your profiling girlfriend who helped bring up this lead, the girl on the line says. I really hope she isn't secretly in love with him because I detect an edge to her tone that I hope I'm overanalyzing. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. Don't forget to keep that between us. You know it, boss man. I just hope it helps us get this bastard before another woman is hurt. Vale, de hecho ya he hecho un comentario, ¿verdad? Como que la gente en el field de él no podía tener como relaciones, ¿se acuerdan? ¿Será que sí está enamorado de él?
Podría ser.
I breathe out in relief because that edge is gone. Apparently, I was definitely reading into it. He hangs up and his arms come around me in one of those awesome hugs I love so much. As soon as I get back, I swear to take you to that damn date I promised of so long ago. You better, más es cierto, nunca fueron a
No,
comer.
luego, hace 2 semanas.
Sí, sí. You're better than a sextathon with whatever food I burn. He totally burns pizza, but it was sweet for him to attempt to cook. It really might have gone better if we hadn't forgotten it was in the oven and ended up in the bedroom. I'll eat burnt food every single day that I get to have, and that I get to have you to myself. I'd rather not waste time having to go out in public and lose all our privacy. He chuckles, but I'm not kidding. I'm greedy. I want him all to myself. He hurries through the motions of getting ready, and I kiss him much longer than necessary before he leaves. Since he's going to be gone, there's no time like the present to get back to work and skip the second day of the break. As I climb into my car, I put my phone in a call jack. You still with him? I'm on my way to Grant Lawrence. You can handle Tyler. He's cursing as I hang up, and I smirk as I start the long drive to New York. I haven't studied him in his daily life, but fuck it. I'm stronger than all of them.
Vuelta aceite.
No siento que haya salido muy bien. La madre no está preparada.
Yo digo que sí.
Sí.
Es que ella no está preparada para Lawrence todavía. Lo está adelantando
Yo-
porque le cayó mal lo que dijo.
Ajá. Yo digo que sí es una decisión un poco apresurada porque obviamente al estudiarlo él sabe como cuándo hacer la vara sin que nadie se da cuenta ni nada. Pero como tiene ayuda,
Ya nos daremos cuenta.
pero
Y ella no era la que ella no era la
esperemos
que
que
iba a
te
votar
ayude.
primero a Tyler.
Sí.
Ella iba por Tyler primero, ¿no? Y luego fue
Sí,
que
primero,
los vio
sí, ella
juntos.
nunca hace dos al mismo tiempo. Fue por lo que
Pero,
hablaron ellos.
Pero Tyler era el que le había puesto las
Ujú.
cámaras, ¿no?
ujú. Pero
Sí, a Lawrence está
entonces,
bien.
Sí,
Tyler tenía esposa, era, y que Tyler
ajá,
A
estaba
él,
muerta la esposa.
ajá.
lo está dando vuelta.
sí, también. Tyler, a la esposa.
Sí.
Tu perro.
Oigan, vean mi slime.
¿Qué?
Slime.
Siento que llevo como unos 50 años de no ver eso. Se ve relajante para
Sí,
alguien a quien eso lo relaja.
sí
Creo
es.
que yo no soy esa persona, pero
A mí me estresa porque todo se le pega.
Bueno,
sí,
ya
eso.
váyanse porque voy a hacer un stream de slime.
¿Qué? Podrías.
ASMR Slime Stream.
Slime Edition. Bueno, ya.
Bueno,
Chapter
sigan.
13.
Digo, we cannot disappear of humanity, since we ourselves are human beings. New York isn't prepared for me when I arrive. It's dark when I finally set about me that task of planning my ambush. My sweatshirt is on, my head is covered, and I prop up in an alleyway. This place gets dangerous in dark alleyways, but after slamming a guy's face into the brick wall hard enough to knock him out, most of the regular thoughts give me a wide berth for the rest of the time that I wait. Hey, sweetheart, says another stupid thought, who is holding a knife at me as he grins a rotten tooth grin. I say nothing. I guess he missed me. I guess he missed my earlier demonstrations. Unfortunately for him, he takes a step closer, and that's when I smirk at him. He looks confused for a split second before my hand darts out, colliding with his throat. A pain whiz escapes him, and he swings the knife. Mid-ear, I catch his wrist, spin under his arm, and listen with pleasure as a satisfying cry pierces the night. The knife falls into the ground, and I slam my foot into his spine, still rushing his arm behind him so tightly that I feel it when the bone crunches in my hand. A shudder of pleasure ripples through me, listening to the way he screams and begs for mercy. It's not as satisfying as it is to hear as the ones I want dead, but it's still a high to punish someone like him who preys on the weak, or who he thinks is weak. With a hard thrust, the knife slices through his back, the skin tearing, and his screams grow louder. People scatter by us, pretending they doesn't see anything in typical CDLI fashion. As he starts gurgling on blood, I release the knife with my gloved hand and let him sink to the ground with a hard thud. Right beside the dumpster, all that's visible from the streets are his feet. The city is too loud for the cycle dwellers to overhear him. Even if they did hear, they'd keep walking. That's what people do. They tell themselves just died too. They tell themselves their life is more precious than the person dying close to their feet. They just give me they just don't give a fuck, I'm sure. As a, see, a dark smile curves my lips as he stares up at me in surprised horror. He came into this alley, no sé cómo se dice. He came into this alley as the predator. He'll die as the prey. I tucked the sweatshirt over my head, carefully not to disturb my blonde wig from its careful placement on my head. I tossed it into the dumpster, then struck out of my sweatpants, revealing the dress I had concealed and tucked on my heels. It's time to do what I came to do and quit fucking the scum in the dark that people try to run from. The monsters in here can't compare to the monster I am. A few eyes swim toward me, but I'm not concerned as I strut by them. Not one will talk about the blonde hooker that just killed a man with very little effort. They pretend they never saw a thing. Even the groups of guys scatter away, stumbling over their feet in their haste. A gun is tucked into the backs of most of their jeans, and they just saw me got a guy with his own knife. I'm sure they're not feeling too confident the same won't happen to them. True story. Most people are more terrified when they see a knife than when they see a gun. It's a psychological thing, but it works out in my favor at the moment. I turned a corner, emerging from the long alleyway onto the busy sidewalk. No one even bats an eye or notice me through the hustle and bustle as I toss the bloody gloves into my purse. The darkness helps. I smirk as I see Lawrence stepping out of the building. I cross the street and slow my pace, letting him get behind me. Lawrence is predictable. He's also a pervert. A sick feeling and the taste of veal rises in my throat when the predictable happens. A warm arm is suddenly on my ass. I wake my head around, trying to act surprised. You, he says, grinning. Thought that was you. No blind date tonight? He grins like his joke is hilarious. I bat my lashes at him and start tugging on his side, even though my stomach is ready to explode with disgust. No date tonight. You trying to pick me up, pretty boy? I ask with that fake southern drawl I used the last time I was dressed like this. I think you must have wanted me to pick you up. New York is too big to run into each other by chance twice. He says smugly, smirking down at me. Maybe it's just fate. His smirk splits into a leering grin. Your place or mine? Well, that was easy enough. I arc my an eyebrow, leading him by his side as I start guiding him to a parking garage. Where are we going? My car is just around the block, I say sweetly. Park it in a parking garage with no cameras. I leave that juicy morsel out of the conversation. You're the kind of girl that makes a guy do something dangerous like get into a car with a stranger, he says, though there's a hint of teasing in his tone, as though he finds me too weak to be of any danger to him. You can back up. You can back out, I said, moving to the right. I release his side, but he speeds up his steps, still following me into the parking garage. I'm not worried. I think I can handle you. I hold back the sort of derision. Baby, I can promise you that you won't survive a girl like me.
Que lo mate ya, mae, por
Se lo merece.
Olvides.
Se lo merece cada día.
perro.
Chapter 14.
Voy.
See?
I do not believe in the immortality of the individual, and I consider ethics to be an exclusively human concern without any superhuman authority behind it. Albert Einstein. Lana. ¿Está cantando?
Yo creo que sí.
No voy a cantar.
Ah, no, Nina. Nina.
Hush,
Little baby. Bueno, mae, esta parte le quedó súper bien a Nina porque Nina canta.
Usted también canta, Meli. ¿Por qué no canta? No la hemos escuchado.
No,
Así
yo no
así,
canto.
vean. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna find you a mockingbird. Síganla.
Okay, and if that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. The song flows through the underground cellar, and I walk toward the side as Lawrence slowly rouses from his unconscious state. I watch with rapt fascination from the shadows as a myriad of emotions flicker across his face in sequence. Confusion, surprise, algo pasó. Una de mis gatas, San Luis. Recognition, and my favorite, panic. ¿Se ahora? Estará bien la gata, suave un toque.
Dale.
No, quiero saber que está bien.
Ya quiero volver a ver el stream para ver esa parte de Ali.
No, está.
¿Estaba bien la gata?
¿Está viva todavía?
Ok.
It's something.
Todavía.
His struggles against the chains that are holding his hands and arms are white, keeping him bound and suspended midair. It's a lovely position to die in. It also leaves you feeling weak and defenseless to be spread out and immobile. I should know.
Oh shit.
The song changes, and Ring Around the Rosy starts playing in that creepy kid voice it's in. I love fucking with their heads. Who the fuck are you? He shouts, struggling as I remain tucked in the dark corner. The light overhead casts a circular glow beneath it, illuminating him and the chains dangling loosely in front of him as I await our second prisoner's arrival. As soon as I got him to the car, I slammed his head to the side door twice, making sure he was out cold before tossing his heavy ass into my car. He's solid muscle, and I didn't plan on him being quite so heavy as that weight. The struggle was worth it. The bruises are forming nicely around his eyes and forehead.
Maestra, es una psicópata.
No me digas. Wow.
O sea, es que no para de sorprenderme.
Esto está demasiado bueno, voy a subrayarlo. The bruises are forming nicely. I'm sure the concussion kept him out longer than a usual cold cock. Where are you? Where the fuck am I? He barks, struggling in vain, making the chains rattle their relenting warning. He jerks his head from side to side, trying to see something other than the light above him. It's just 4 stone walls in a semi-large square of a cellar. It's every creepy nightmare there is. I should have started finding creepier places to kill them long ago, because I love the way his body is seizing in terror just from the surroundings. I'm dressed in all black now. The red lipstick is gone, along with the blonde wig I was donning. The heels have been traded in for boots, for men's boots. I wear with the special toe piece Jake designed for me to leave behind heel-to-toe impressions. My backpack isn't on, but it's not necessary for this part, since there's no dirt around. The stone floor under my feet will soon be painted with 2 shades of red. Then I'll paint the 4 walls. Someone fucking answer me! Help! He roars, only to be met with silence. Tyler's old home is in the middle of nowhere. These are the easy kills. Lawrence would have been difficult to kill in his apartment that he shares with a roommate. Tyler's wife is out of town right now after having a fight over the text messages I helped her stumble upon, anonymously, of course. Tyler thinks Denise got jealous and sabotaged him. His wife thinks he's a dick whistle, her words, and left in a fit of rage. I'm currently tracking her cell phone with the clone phone I had made of Tyler's. Lawrence continues to scream and shout as the wheels on the bus play now,
The boats go round and round.
drowning out most of his plates. His voice is almost hoarse a few hours later when he finally pisses on himself, losing his bladder. It's step 1 of humiliation. It's step 1 of stripping their dignity. They always piss and shit themselves. A smile curves my lips.
Ma, es que, o sea, imagínense que este man está así, guindando de cadenas y está sonando música de niños. O sea, what the
Sí,
fuck.
no, demasiado. Demasiado.
Muy así, como muy
Sí.
soft.
Ajá.
O sea, como, no sé.
Demasiado.
He curses as the first tear falls from his eye. He's trussed up and strung out, unable to wipe it away. I want all his tears. I want all his misery and terror. I want him degraded to the point he has nothing but indignation and humiliation left. Then I want his screams. Just an hour after that, he breaks, sobbing fiercely as he loses control of his bladder again. His jeans darken, the smell wafts over me. It's the smell of revenge. Well, it's the smell of piss, but you get the idea. He's shirtless, and I can see the goosebumps that have pebbled on his skin from the cold. The colder the room, the worse the pain is when his strikes are received. The bitch is crying, Morgan says, laughing under his breath as one solitary tear rolls down my cheek. I'm restrained, unable to wipe it away as I try to retreat into my mind and block out all the pain. Está teniendo un flashback. Those tears won't save you, whore, Lawrence says close to my ear. Beg me to stop. Please, please stop. I hear my brother crying. We have one begging, I hear Tyler announce, laughing like a hyena. My arms wiggle free from Tyler's loosened grip, and I scream out as I slam my fist into the side of Lauren's face. You fucking cunt. He continues to straddle me as he shoves my hands back down into place. Tengo una pregunta. Ali, ¿vos censuras estos videos? No, ok. No, y no te hacen como... No sé.
Yo nada más pongo que it's not made for kids.
Ok. Están peleando las gatas otra vez.
Y yo, kids, don't watch this.
Hold this fucking bitch down, or I'll let her claw your eyes out when it's your turn. Tyler spits out a curse and slams my hands back into the pavement. I cry out as my hands find the unforgiving surface, and I feel the blood trickling. I focus on it and not on what Lawrence is doing to the rest of me. Those tears won't save you, whore, I say, causing Lawrence to jerk his head over to my corner as he squints into the darkness trying to find me. Who the fuck are you? I take 3 steps, slowly letting the light filter across me until his brow pinches in confusion. forceps across his face, but the chains hold him steady. What the fucking hell do you want, bitch? Beg me to stop. He starts to speak, but the door above us opens and Tyler comes rolling down the stairs crying out in agony as Jake takes the steps out one at a time. Jake moves with grace, enjoying the fact revenge is finally finding the sons of bitches after the conversation we witnessed. Tyler already looks half
Lovely.
beaten to death. Did I forget to mention that Jake has been taking all the same classes I have? Our mixed martial arts list only grows, as does our black belt count. Obviously, we took the classes in another town with another name, but that part isn't important now. You! Lawrence shouts, glaring at Jake. Jake taps his legs. They work just fine, by the way. Is a tangle of limbs still lying on the ground. Did you leave anything for me? I ask Jake as he grabs Tyler's wrist, dragging him to the chains. Who the fuck are you? Lawrence demands again, as though he has any control. There's plenty left. It'll just hurt worse when you struck the depth. Smirking as Lawrence continues to berate us from his vulnerable position, I help Jake lock Tyler into place. We spread him out like Lawrence, suspending him with the chains. They're right across from each other now. You want to know who am I? Who I am? I ask Lawrence as Tyler shakes with fear, his eyes wide and his body trembling. Tears are feverishly pouring from Tyler's eyes, causing me to give a quick appraisal to the state of his body. His legs are definitely broken. Jake must have gotten out a lot of aggression. Good for him, he needed it. You're a crazy bitch, Lawrence shouts. I grin, facing him now. No, I'm a pissed off crazy bitch. You knew me when I was younger. You knew my brother too. A smirk graces my lips as the color starts draining from his eyes. Those tears won't help, they won't save you, whore. I repeat, though this time I can see him realizing why I'm saying those words. Beg me to stop. He turns white as a ghost. He thinks I am, and I face Tyler again as he tries to piece it all together. Play nice, Victoria. It'll hurt a lot less if you just play nice. Don't cry, Victoria. Don't let them see the work in you. But I do break. I break hard. I break to the sounds of my brother's screams from behind me as he begs and begs and begs, and they just laugh, as though as though the sounds are music to their ears. I want those ears to bleed. Nice, Tyler. It'll hurt a lot less if you just play nice. I taunt, watching as the same wave of realization washes over him. His eyes widen to the point of being painful, and Jake grins as he takes it all in. He always has to miss this part. I may have a new kind of partner if he can stomach the rest. I'd like him to be a part of it. It's just as much his revenge as it is mine. We both love Marcus, and they took him away. I move in front of Lawrence, and Jake hands me my favorite knife. It's dull, it's brutal, and it hurts us like hell when I finally get the skin to tear apart. You're dead, the prick wheezes, watching me in disbelief. You're supposed to be dead. I stare up at him, moving the blade over his thigh, feeling his tremble. You should have killed me deader, I say, just as the blade digs into the yielding flesh. He cries out in pain when the flesh finally splits and I take my time. I'll need a sharp one for his ears, I tell Jake, as Tyler vomits to the sounds of Lauren's screams. Then I continued, shifting to Tyler, letting them watch each other slowly be killed. Hope you boys aren't sleepy. I changed my mind about your depth dates. It's going to be a long week. Oh.
Holy
Shit.
shit, man. Una semana, weón.
¿Se imagina? Fijo, o sea, no sé. O
Mae,
sea,
siento que
con
una
el nivel
semana
de
es muy
tortura, uno
risky
se
porque,
descompone, se descompone, vuelve.
pero siento que una semana es demasiado risky para ella, mae, porque se van a dar cuenta que los maes no están. Y ella ahí todavía en Nueva York, digamos.
Sí, eso sí.
Bueno, por algo ella manejó y no se fue en avión.
Bueno, sí.
Pero sí, una semana es como mucho tiempo para que los
Es
busque, más
demasiado
que
obvio.
Lawrence tiene roommate y el otro tiene
Ajá.
la esposa,
Ah,
que los otros
cosa.
no tenían, porque los demás vivían solos. Ay, güey. Quedan 2
No, me faltan
capítulos.
2 capítulos. Creo que podemos lograrlo.
Sí se puede.
Laura dijo, sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
Tengo ojos cerrados. Pero sí.
Pedro.
No, wait. Oh my God, me acabo de acordar que yo leí la última línea de este libro, del primer libro.
Chao, Meli.
¿Por qué?
Y ya se me olvidó.
Ah, bueno.
Ay, no.
Me asusté.
Creo.
Pero solo me acuerdo que terminaba súper bueno.
Fijo,
Pero es que en
terminamos
serio no me acuerdo.
cliffhanger, mae. Fijo. Pero
Y
bueno,
hay que seguir.
sigamos.
Chapter 15.
You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. Albert Einstein. Ay, vamos para un capítulo de Logan. Hace rato no tenemos. I glance down at my phone, reading the latest text from Lana. Lana, I'll call you tonight if you're free. Sorry I missed your call earlier. It's been a crazy few days. You corazón. Just crazy, crazy, crazy girl. Just killing men. Oh, heart emoji. Shit's getting real. Check says over my shoulder, turning an elbow to his butt. Rolling my eyes as he grunts and coughs, I text her back. Me. Tonight should work as long as no one calls in with any leads. We know who the killer is, and we've been blasting his face all over the news. You were right. It's definitely one of the paid under the table custodial workers. He managed to escape though, so there's a citywide manhunt underway. ¿Ves que era otro caso? Estoy loca, no sé. Hubiéramos hecho una apuesta, rayos.
Estamos
Lana.
listas para trabajar para el FBI.
Bueno, tampoco exageremos.
Wow.
Lana, be careful. He's always been overlooked, and with the new bout of attention, he's likely to enjoy the thrill of notoriety. He may crave more attention and come after you if the buzz wears off too soon. Killing the lead FBI agent who ran the hunt against him would give him even more attention. I've never wanted to date a profiler simply because work and sex don't mix well together in my experience. Lisa, for example, is a thorn in my side since things ended years ago, and now she's under my command. No me acuerdo quién es Lisa, pero bueno. It's awkward, it's frustrating, and she uses our past against me every chance she gets. Ay, mae, ya, like, qué pereza.
O sea,
Lana,
que entonces sean exes importantes que mencionar. Mentirosos.
¿Ves?
¿Quién?
Otro red flag.
Ese es un
Sí, que
buen
el
red
mae le
flag.
dijo que no tenía ningún ex que se preocupara, pero tiene una en el trabajo.
Ujú.
Literal, under his command. Y que la mae siempre le está tirando varas en el brete. O sea, no sé, yo
¿Y
diría que
será
sí es de
que,
preocuparse.
y será que siempre estuvo under his command?
Sería aún más red flag.
Esperemos que no, pero.
Exacto.
Ujú. Lana, however, is the perfect woman. Someone who understands what I do without being right at my side while I'm doing it. It's literally the best of both worlds. Which is why I'm still worried she's too good to be true.
¿Vos crees?
Definitivo.
Ay, bebé, ¿cómo te explico?
Me, it's a slim chance he'll come after me, and if he does, it'll save me the trouble of trying to track him down. Lana, I'm serious, Logan. Guys like him could fixate on someone like you. Me, he's a rapist, a serial rapist. He needs a female to relieve his urges. He's more than just a serial killer, which makes the likelihood of him coming after me very slim. Lana, anyone who has always lived in the shadows and suddenly gets brought into the light is going to get the high, especially someone like him. Sexual settings thrive on the power. It gets them off. Power over you could become an easy surrogate for the power he holds over his female victims. Me, I like that you care so much. Ah, Lana, I like my orgasm. I want more. That has me laughing, and I put my phone away as Greg comes up, filling me in on the latest information. It was supposed to be an easy bust, but someone tipped him off. Had to, or else he has tabs on the police station somehow. But the guy reads
Craig,
like an open book of our profile.
Craig lo contactó y le dijo,
Ay, no. Cállate,
Lisa,
Lisa. Now finding him is getting harder. He got paid in cash and never had a checking account. His apartment was a cash weekly sort of arrangement. His entire life is paperless, tied to no electronics or trails. Even his power bill was included in his rent. Furthermore, concealing any trails he might have. He left his phone behind. He took his clothes. He's in the wind and it could be months before he resurfaces if we don't find him now. 4 days later, there are still no leads, and I groan as I load up with my team to come back home. Gerald Lemons, that's the name of the boogeyman. Putting a face on him has helped alleviate the fears of some of the city, but he's still out there. One day he'll kill again. Unfortunately, until he does, we may not be able to find him. As soon as I step off the jet, I haul ass to my SUV and drive like hell to Lana's house. She's not expecting me, and I can't reach her on her phone. It keeps going straight to voicemail, so I hope I don't piss her off by just showing up. It seems to take forever to get there, but when I finally do, I pound on the door with purpose. The sound of her footsteps puts me at ease. I don't see her Mustang here, so I'm happy to hear her talking through the door. I'm not so happy to hear what she's saying. You have a key, use it, Jake. Stop making me walk all through the house. O sea, los tiene en la casa, los maes.
y va a pensar que está dándole vuelta.
Her words die when she swings open the door in a towel, still mostly wet. Logan, she says, shocked as her eyes widen. Oh my god. I'm shocked. I don't give her time to think before I'm kissing her, pushing the door shut behind me with my foot. Her hands go to my hair and I lift her, groaning when I feel her bare ass against my hands. The towel falls loose and gets stuck between our bodies as I continue to kiss her and carry her back to her room. She kisses me, porque siempre que yo empiezo a leer, ma, empieza algo. She kisses me just as fiercely, letting me know she doesn't mind the fact I've shown up unannounced. It's been a week, a solid week since I've seen her. Bueno, tal vez ya terminó con aquellos más. Bueno, vamos a ver. My hand slides down the curve of her ass, moving until I find what I really want. My fingers skate across her slick. Meow! Feeling her wet and ready for me. Yo pensé que este libro era un thriller, no estas cosas. Ma, eso me pasa por nunca leerlo. O sea, yo nunca leo. Yo solo medio veo algo y yo así quiero leerlo.
Igual nunca dice.
Igual,
Nunca
sí, es
dice.
que igual no dice, o sea, no dice como si eso está plasmado.
Deberían traer como
de
el
coito.
ice level.
Sí. Sí.
Y el maestro, warning, acto del coito quite a few times.
Ma, y es que es difícil porque, vamos, cuando a mí alguien me pregunta como de estos en los libros, o como que por qué leen libros así, yo es como, ma, no es que leamos libros así, es que literal, es como ver series, siempre va a haber algo.
Ajá,
No, pero como es un libro, uno es el raro. Pero en las series pasan siempre cosas así.
Ajá, es cierto.
Pero bueno, en fin.
Muy
As
cierto.
much as I love foreplay, it'll be skipped tonight, maybe after I get a little bit of this addiction temper. We can slow things down and I can give her body the attention it truly deserves. I take it you miss me, she asked against my lips, bueno, eso, her legs on my waist as I finally make her to her room. Very much. I don't even give her time to think before I drop her to the bed and start undressing. She watches me scooting her naked body up on the bed as she tosses the towel away. When she bites down on that bottom lip, I finish stripping and grab her ankles, jerking her down the bed. A small squeal of surprise escapes her, but I roll on the condom, adjusting myself between her legs on her very high bed. As soon as I'm lying up, I thrust in. O sea, literal me dijo foreplay gone. Otro red flag. I trust in feeling her walls squeeze against the abrupt intrusion. She moans and arches her back, looking like every fantasy I've ever had. Gripping her hips, I set a harsh rhythm, fucking her with abandon, letting her moans and gasps fuel me and guide me. When she goes stiff and her feet clamps down on me, it spreads through my spine in an electric
He's
current.
nodding.
¿Ah? Sí, por eso me quedé así, yo como clamps
Como
down.
clamp down.
Megaverse.
Es como un anti-not.
And an electric current rolls over me in the form of pleasure. Her mouth parts as she grips the sheet beneath her, her face twisting in the soft fabric of the messy bed. My palms grow lazy until my hips still completely, and she pants while grinning up at me. Hi, she says, laughing lightly. I know. Hi. I laugh too before dropping to her. Hi. Rolling over, I toss the condom into the trash can beside the bed.
¡Ya! ¿Aló?
¿Quién tiene un basurero a la par de la cama? Bueno, yo no.
Además, junto con el alma homicida y
Oigan, hablen.
¿sí?
Ay, qué susto. Es que como que me sonó como "Prip", y yo pensé que se me habían apagado los headsets. Bueno, ¿dónde iba? Bueno, ya lo tiró al trash can. Meli indignation. Then face her again, running my finger along her cheek. O sea, es que imagínense, no hubo foreplay y duró 2 segundos. She forces me to move up more comfortably on the bed when she moves, making sure she can lie down. Who's Jake and why does he have a key? Ah,
Sí. O
ahora
sea,
sí, ¿quieres saber?
ahora tengo tantas preguntas.
Salud.
Gracias.
Salud.
O sea, ¿por qué? ¿Cómo es que el mae se manda todo eso con la pregunta de quién es Jake? ¿Por qué no hizo esa pregunta antes? O sea,
Que el mae
¿cómo?
viene desesperado como que...
No entiendo.
El mae venía muy prendido, mae.
o sea,
¿cómo es que no lo
demasiado...
pagó?
¿Verdad?
Es un nodo importante. O sea, ¿quién es Jake y por qué tiene llave? ¿Y por qué lo recibe en un paño?
Exacto.
Es una buena pregunta.
Pero este mae dijo,
Era
mejor
como,
primero
no me
cojamos
importa nada.
y después ya pregunto, porque
Primero,
después no vamos a poder coger, fue lo que él pensó.
demasiado red flag.
Porque si le
Yo
preguntaba
creo
y se
que él
peleaban, ya había...
es malo y ella es buena.
Ay,
Ya, niña, suficiente.
qué fuerte. Okay, her smile spreads like she's enjoying a private joke. Jealous match? I narrow my eyes and she snickers while tossing a leg over my hip and pillowing her head on my bicep. He's my business partner. He just left a few minutes ago, and I thought he might have forgotten something. He thinks it's funny to make me jog through the house instead of using his key. He acts like I'm going to confuse him for a robber and accidentally stab him or something. Ya le dio demasiada información, como de que, porque alguien va a pensar que lo vas a apuñalar, ¿verdad? Si es alguien que te conoce. Y además que le dice que el maestro se acaba de ir y tras de eso ella sale en paño y recién...
Ujú.
Peor,
Está
¿verdad?
resolviendo.
Sí, no está resolviendo nada. I don't like Jake having a key to her house, especially since I don't know him. Bro, you don't know her. Shut the fuck up.
Ajá,
literal.
Claro.
2 semanas.
Estoy enfocando.
Y yo,
Es que me desenfocó. Ah, bueno, ¿dónde iba? What's his last name? I asked, fully prepared to do a complete background check on this guy and see what he looks like. I really am jealous. Fuck.
Yo también.
He's a silent partner, and it's in our agreement that I don't give out his surname. Sorry, but that's how it is. Our latest business thing took a few days longer than expected, but we decided to be thorough. Besides, we have known each other forever. He's like a brother to me. Don't worry. I can assure you nothing sexual is going on. Is he gay? I ask hopefully. She grins broadly. He's bisexual, but he tends to lean toward men more than women. Bueno, pero él no es el que está matando a las mujeres igual.
sí, no.
Pero sí es bi. It better be
Van a ver.
if he was gay. ¿Van a ver qué? No me asuste, Nina. When she laughs, it's a cute sound, so carefree again. I swear she seems lighter and happier every time I see her. I frown when my fingers come back red from the side of her head. Are you bleeding? I ask, worried as I try to inspect her hair. How fucking rough was I? Her eyes widen as she stares at my fingers. No, that's from some painting I was doing with Jake. O sea, sangre de los maes.
¿Por qué?
I guess I missed some. O sea, mi
¿Por qué
compa,
miente?
no sé.
Hubiera dicho.
Por favor.
Creo que sí. Oh,
O sea, bro. Ay, no, que ya me. Esta madre se pasa a veces, en serio. I rub the red substance between my fingers. It's definitely blood. Don't lie to me, I say, trying to look, but she angles her head away and jumps out of bed. Fine, it's blood, she groans. Jake's blood, not mine. He cut his finger and I guess it got on me. I thought I got it all out in the shower. Bro, se cortó el dedo y tenés el pelo. O sea, mejor lo hubiera hecho que sí, que se golpeó contra la cama.
Sí, legal que se despichó en la casa o algo.
I know. She goes to the bathroom and I follow her in, watching as she starts washing out her hair. A little stream of red flows out, but to my relief, it stops, which means she's really not bleeding. Why wouldn't you just say that? She shrugs, not looking at me. You're all freaked out about Jake. I thought not mentioning him anymore would be a good idea. I blow out a breath and her eyes meet mine in the mirror. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like a jealous ass. She gives me a tight smile. I have no right to lie to you and make you feel guilty about it. Sorry, she says, sighing. Eso.
Sighing.
As she looks down at the ground, tilting her face up, I bend down, brushing my lips over hers. Looks like we're both still figuring out how to do this thing. It's a learning experience, I tell her, smiling when she groans and presses her head into my chest. You're so good, she says quietly. I'm afraid I'm going to ruin all the best parts about you. Not possible. You're good too, Lana. She tenses against me, and I get worried when her grip tightens around my waist. I'm not sure what happened in the past 5 minutes, and she's become impossible to read. Instead of probing her with questions, I just hold her until she finally sighs against my chest. I've missed you too, she finally says after a long spell of silence. Then let me take you out on that date. Mae, ya me tiene pero mamá con ese del date. She peers up, arching an eyebrow. Lobster and wine?
Solo hablar y nada que la
Legal.
saca, man.
She grins. Then orgasms. Ya, mae, esto solo sexo piensan. Ya, es eso. I laugh as she skips
Ay, nos
out of the...
faltan otros 4 libros, se fue ahí.
I laugh as she skips out of the bathroom, her good mood back. She's an enigma, and I think that's half of her appeal.
Sí.
Leí mucho. Este es el último capítulo.
Pues yo.
Sí.
Se vienen cositas.
Gritos de perra loca.
Tengo miedo.
Chapter 13. Holy shit, wait.
¿Ah?
16.
Esperen. 16, perdón. Es que se me está descargando la tablet.
Corre, Vanessa, corre.
Lo ven mi desorden.
Me hice un peinado por un momento y parecía que tenía el pelo como hongo de la escuela.
Sí.
¿Verdad? Ya no, pero lo hice y ya no se puede.
Ya.
Todas
Sí,
aquí esperando.
yo
Chapter 6. No, ma, estoy demasiado nerviosa.
Cállese.
Voy a llorar.
Yo ya empiezo a hacer el toque de.
ajá.
Para no.
Sí, sí, pues yo aquí cubriendo todo, línea por línea.
Sí, sí.
Okay, dice, great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Albert Einstein. Lana. Dinner? Perfect. Lobster? Loved it. Wine? Amazing. Logan? Too good for me. I lied to him. Then I lied to recover from my lie because I couldn't tell him I was wearing my lastest two victims' blood in my hair. Mae, ese mae se bañó bien, entonces. O sea,
¿Ah?
esa mae no se bañó bien, entonces.
No, o sea,
De,
como.
de,
¿Qué
de fijo
putas?
cuesta demasiado quitar tanta sangre.
O sea, ¿qué putas hizo que el mae le tocó la cabeza nada más y le salió sangre?
Recuerda que la mae es súper sanguinaria. La mae literal pinta las paredes con la sangre de sus víctimas.
Sí, eso fue que estaba pintando y le
Estaba pintando,
cayó.
literal, estaba pintando la pared.
Y entonces estaba recién llegada, digamos,
Ajá.
Ajá.
de Nueva
Probablemente
York.
se había bañado o le había quedado la sangre. No sé. Yo aquí en modo FBI.
Nina, porque a ustedes también Nina se les congeló.
¿No?
¿Ah?
No.
¿Qué?
Nina quedó, voy a tomarle una foto como quedó, vea.
No.
Dice Nina que no le tomas.
Siempre quedo mal. Cuando me congelo.
Mae. Melissa.
Les dije.
Así que no se ve.
Sí, sí.
Así quedó.
Pero
Bueno,
no, para
ya.
mí no me
A mí no
sale
me
congelado.
sale congelada.
Bueno, dice, the guilt he had on his face made me hate myself. He apologized. I realized in that moment how wrong was this all. No me digas. What's all this? Not what's this all is. Realized in that moment how wrong this all is.
Para hasta cuándo mucho, mucho.
Y yo, have you ever had a dream that
Ay, Willy, so sola.
Ay.
bueno, ya otra vez. I realized in that moment how wrong this all is. Logan is incredible. He's everything I ever hoped to dream about. Because someone so good couldn't exist. Ay, sí, yo siento que Nina tiene razón, porque el mae siempre pasa hablando como de que she's too good to be true y ella hasta ahorita se está como preguntando como, este mae es como too good to be true. Y sí, entonces yo siento como que, no, Logan, no lo sé, Rick. Bueno, yet he's here. Well, not at this exact moment. He's currently at his house getting more clothes. He's taken a few days off since their cases have gone cold. Which means they haven't found my latest bodies yet. or it
Ya
could
casi
mean
lo llamo.
he's not on that case. Yesterday was a damn close call. 10 minutes earlier, and he'd have found me covered in blood as I tossed all my clothes into the burn pile behind my house. I burned all those clothes as soon as he left earlier. My floors are so dark that he didn't notice the drips of blood on them.
¿O
I
será que sí,
could
pero
have
no
like,
dijo nada?
No
mm,
creo.
my, he's
Es
an
que,
FBI agent. He should have
Me
noticed.
pasa eso.
Mm,
o que le
Puede
haya
ser
quedado en
que
los zapatos y cuando
olvides.
llegue a la casa, vea que los
Va
zapatos
a ser-
tienen...
Ese sí está.
va a tener sangre de las víctimas. Van a creer que fue él.
¿Te imaginas? Me da risa que nosotras así, por algo que no ha pasado todavía, pero igual.
Por
Pero
especulaciones,
Sí, sí.
jumping into conclusions.
Literal.
Bueno, dice.
God.
When he left earlier, my floors are so dark that he didn't notice the drips of blood on them. I could have lied my way out of that too, but I couldn't have lied my way out my murder shoes or murder bag. Fortunately, all that was upstairs. I'll never let my phone die again. He tried calling me numbers of times, but I was finally at the end game with Tyler and Lawrence and didn't pause to put my phone on the charger. The smart thing to do would have been to change it on my way home, to charge it on my way home, but it was stuck inside my murder bag that I threw into the closet and couldn't find until it finally dawned on me. Jake spent forever puking in a bucket inside his car during the really gory stuff. It's not like he could risk puking inside the cellar and leaving behind all that yummy DNA.
I don't know if
Ew.
yummy is the word for it, but okay.
Ajá.
Literal, puedo poner como all that DNA,
Ujú.
and that was fine.
Pero es que es para que sigamos viendo que la mae está
Ah, pero,
tosteles.
ujú.
Those days. Even a monster doesn't agree with his stomach. As I sift through the next file on my next victim, looking through the notes of his life, my phone rings. I answer immediately when I see it's Jake. You find him? His name is Gerald Lemons, at least according to the news. The manhunt is still coming up short. And by the way, Boogeyman? Really? I sort out a laugh. I hope they come up with something clever for you. I shudder with just thinking about the names they may done with me with. Mae, sí, yo no sé por qué yo siempre creí que Boogeyman, it was her. Logan will only know me by that name if he ever discovers the truth. He'll hate he'll hate the woman he cares for because he'll see the monster lurking within. Have you found him though? I really knew his name. Let go on refusing to go down to that road just yet. He's in DC. My heart thumps my chest. You're sure? Dropped the body a few minutes ago. He's off grid as far as any paper trails go. ¿Qué
¿Y
putas?
Logan es el mae? No sé. Ya estoy un poco loca.
Tipo, porque acaba de matar a alguien y no está con
Ajá.
ella.
Y el mae no está.
Qué fuerte.
Ya no sé, pero no creo.
Dice, dropped by minutes ago. He's off the grid as far as paper trails go. However, he made one hell of a statement announcing his current whereabouts. This time, instead of finding the body in an apartment, he hung her out in a window for all to see. And instead of it being a low-profile girl, he killed a judge's wife, raped her brutally, and then it was all of overkill. Normally, overkill means rage, I say quietly, trying to process it all. Process it all. I think the overkill was more of a statement than rage. I think he wanted to make a fuck you statement to the FBI. You're right about him enjoying the attention. The attention. He's going to want more of it since he's becoming an exhibitionist, and he's going to go after Logan. Yes and no. What does that mean? I asked, moving forward the back of my kitchen to look out of the window, paranoid that I've just heard a car. There's more. The body he hung on the window was naked. She also had boogeyman carved into her chest. And one other name, Logan Bennett. What the fuck? My chest tries to collapse, and I sink in my chair. I knew he'd do this. I knew he'd target Logan. She's talking about him as like she knows him. ¿Está raro?
De ahí, no, es que ella hizo como el perfil de quién era, supongo que por eso. Pero,
Bueno,
no sé.
they're sure it's him, not a copycat. Some of the things not released to the public have been verified. This time he even left his DNA behind just to let them know for sure it was him. And now he's laying claim to his work. That's the part I'm getting, and now he's targeting Logan. He have to find him before he can. We have to find him before he can. That's the part I'm getting to. He'll go after your agent, but he'll use a proxy to do it. He'll want to taunt and torment Logan.
O
A few
sea,
more bodies will drop with that calling card before he makes his big move. What would a sexual sadist go after to really hurt a man? Shit, my. It takes me a second to catch up to his train of thoughts, but when I do, a dark smile plays with my lips. His girlfriend.
pero ¿por qué con esa cara?
This is a dark smile plays with my lips.
Pues,
His girlfriend. Exactly. You sure you can handle a guy like this? He's not like the guys you've been going after, Lana. This guy is the real deal with zero mercy. The guys that killed aren't angels' sake. You know that. They'd kill me if they knew I was still alive, or if they got half a chance when I'm there for them. And yeah, I can handle the boogeyman. Even a monster has nightmares. I'll be his. He exhales heavily, weighting the gravity of the situation. His MO is breaking into a home. He immediately attacks the woman using brute force to establish dominance. He'll hit them, then he chokes them until they're on the verge of passing out. I'm aware, I tell him. He blinds them, Ilana. Your guard will need to be up all times. I want him to get a couple of hits in. Gotta make it believable. This is too fucking risky. I think I should probably set up surveillance on your house. No, don't you dare. If anyone ever tapped into that, right, fuck. Then let me come stay with you? And how would I explain you if Logan shows up unexpectedly again? You know what's eventually coming, right? There's a reason you've been riding in a wheelchair for 3 years. Riding in it Riding it in and out of your home in your town. He groans and turns the oh my god. He groans and I turn on the juicer peering out my window again. As if Logan hears me talking about him. The text comes through as Jake speaks. Right? Right, then I'll come up with something else. Logan, boogeyman problem. I'll call later. Okay, please be careful. Always, pretty girl. Are you texting while I'm on the phone? Jake asks, annoyed. Maybe a little. I look out the window. Por favor, cubran lo que viene porque ya terminó.
Yo estoy copiando todo, literal.
I look out the window again, and this time I catch a sight of a car and a flicker of red before I lose sight of whoever's here. Gotta go, I whisper to Jake, hanging up before I can say anything. I cut my phone off and toss it to the counter before pulling out one of my guns, clicking the safe off as I slowly make my way to the door. Someone knocks. I blow out a breath. I doubt the boogeyman would politely laugh before backing in to slit my throat. I check the peephole, focused when I see a pretty red head on my step. Choosing a pair of jeans that I grabbed from the back of my couch, I check the mirror. Then I tuck the gun in the back of my jeans and open the door, leaning against it to impede my thoughts of her coming in. If you're here to witness, then you have to your work hard. I know. If you're here to witness, then you have your work cut out of you. If you're here to sell me something, go ahead and leave. I shop online. If you're here to, I'm Hadley Grace, she says, interrupting me. Her name sounds vaguely familiar, though I'm not sure why. Okay. Logan Bennett is my boss. That's surprising.
Oh,
I shouldn't you be in DC? Heard the boogeyman dropped another body. Her eyes light up in surprise and she jerks the phone out of her pocket, cursing when she reads something. I'll make this quick, she tells me, holding up a file. She thrusts it at me, and my blood pumps quickly through my veins as I flip it open to see my worst fears starting to become life. Actually, you make this quick, she says flatly. Tell me what the hell you stole the identity of a dead girl. Holy shit. Sidetracker book 2.
End of book 1.
My puta zapa, my.
sí. O sea, qué metiche.
Like, what the hell?
Debería hacerse novia de Jake.
Lana.
Hadley. La más es hacker también. Solo que trabaja para el FBI.
Es cierto. Bueno, ella era como criminal. ¿Se acuerdan?
Sí. Yo creo que puede convencerla.
Ay, terminamos el primer libro.
Sí.
¡Qué cracks!
Sí.
Solo nos tomó 3 días.
Ey, pues bastante bien.
Sí, o sea, 3 sentadas.
Sentada.
Otro libro.
Estoy estresada.
Yo también, pero bueno. Yo digo
Ay,
que
¿qué fue?
no sé qué va a pasar.
No, yo tampoco. ¿Le gustaría que
Mira,
sean
y
amigos?
el segundo libro, mae, sí, yo me gustaría que ella le ayudara. El segundo libro empieza con chapter 17, o sea, no chapter 1.
¿En serio?
Muy bien.
Ujú.
¿Ver? Yo creo que el mío sí dice 1. El mío sí dice 1.
Ajá.
Sí, el mío sí empieza 1, 2. Y así.
Entonces, ¿cuántos son?
Ya te digo. 13. Se supone que son cortitos.
La
Son
lista
5
de la
libros,
madre.
pero son cortitos.
Ese es el segundo libro, vean.
Qué bueno. En el segundo libro sale al principio la lista de maes que ha matado,
Ajá.
tachados, y salen ya Tyler, Lawrence y Random Mulligan. Muy bien.
Getting.
Ah, me acabo de spoilear algo.
No.
Alison,
No.
Pensé que estaba viendo la lista del segundo libro, pero estaba viendo la del tercer libro.
Bueno, pues.
Mata a
bueno,
Logan.
Mata a Hadley.
pero, o sea, igual
Mata a Jenny.
No, así ni picha. No conocemos el
Voy a verlo
personaje.
yo también.
No conocemos el personaje, no lo vea.
Voy a verlo yo
No lo
también.
vea.
Elisa.
Bueno, ¿qué?
Y ya.
Leemos la sinopsis.
Estoy preparada para dormir. Tengo tanto sueño.
Vean,
¿Qué hora es?
vean.
Mi amor.
Cosita. Cosita.
¿Qué fue?
Yo tengo balaca aquí. Venga, subas. Para que lo vean. Me cae viendo nada más.
Bueno, chao.
La cara loca. Bueno, muchas gracias. Quedamos tentativos la próxima semana, si lunes o martes.
Ajá.
Lo
O
siento,
sea,
reina. Vamos a ver.
Go for
no,
it. No problema.
yo me puedo sacrificar.
No, no.
Tranquilos.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No.
En estos días nos ponemos de acuerdo para que
Ajá.
no sientan presión ahorita. Ya sabemos que Nina de fijo no fue.
Le damos lunes y martes.
Are you fucking insane? No puedo, güey. Queda muy difícil.
Bueno, chiquis.
Qué fakes.
Bueno,
Bueno, buenas noches. Muchas
Bueno,
gracias por
chaito.
apuntarte. As always. Que descanses.
estuvo muy bonito. Muy
Chao,
cozy.
fans.
Bye.
Bye.